Okay, so we are in section 3 for chapter 6, the percent proportion. Okay, are you ready? I am. Let's go. So the essential question is, how can you use models to estimate percent questions? Okay, and then here's the key idea. You can represent A is P% of W. Okay, and then with the proportion, where A is part of the whole W, and P% or P over 100 is the percent. 3 out of 4 is 75%, so 3 out of 4, because the of is right here and then the percent's right there. Okay, so we're going to do an example to make that more clear. So what percent of 15 is 12? So we put the of part here, we put the 12 here because that's is, and then we don't know this, but we put 100 there. I'm going to simplify this part of it. So 3 goes into 12 4 times, and 3 goes into 15 5 times, and that equals x over 100. So then cross multiplying, I'm going to get 5x equals 400. And so x equals 80. Okay? And that's our answer. So it's going to be 80% then, because it's asking what percent of 15 is 12. 80%. Okay. And here's another one. So we know that the percent goes here, the of goes here, and then the automatic 100 goes here, but we don't know this, so we're going to put an x there. Okay? And then I'm going to simplify this part just because it will be easier in the long run. So x over 50 equals, I'm just going to do it over here. So if I divide that by 2, I get 18 over 50, which simplifies down to 9 over 25. Okay, so 9 over 25. So that is going to be 25x, if I cross multiply, equals 450. And if I divide that by 25 and this by 25, I'm going to get x equals 18. And so what number is 36% of 50? And that's going to be 18. Okay? Okay. So, thinking of that thing, we have 150 over 100. And then the is at the top. And the of, we don't know. And that's our setup then. I'm going to simplify this. So I get 3 halves because 50 goes into 150 3 times, and it goes into 100 twice, and then 24 over x. Cross multiplying here, I get 48 equals 3x. Then I divide by 3, and I'm going to get that x equals 16. So 150% of what number is 24, and that's going to be 16. Okay? So write and solve a proportion to answer the question. So I'm probably just going to do like these two, and I really encourage you guys to do these two. Okay? So what percent is 5? What percent of 5 is 3? So is at the top, of is here, we don't know the percent, and that's an automatic. So that's going to be 300 equals 5x divided by 5 x then equals 60. But they wanted the percent, so this is going to be 60% then. Get it? I think it's pretty understandable. As long as you know this is going to help you so much. So please write this somewhere, get this memorized or whatever, because that's going to be your best friend now. Makes life easier, I know that. Okay, I'm going to change the color because I've been using that way too much. Okay, so 25 is what percent of 20? So 25 is what percent of 20? So I'm guessing this is 25, this is 20, and we want what percent, so we don't know what the percent is, and then 100. So this, let me simplify this to make it easier. That's going to be 5 over 4 equals x over 100. Cross multiply, I get 4x equals 500, and then that equals 125. So then it's going to be 125% then. Okay? And then please do these two. Ew, 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 ew. It's a story problem. Just kidding. Okay? This is just a story problem. We got this. So the bar graph shows the strengths of tornadoes that occurred in Alabama in 2011. What percent of tornadoes were the EF ones? Okay, so it says of, oops, I'm on erase. So it says of tornadoes, so we know tornadoes, so we know tornadoes is going to be at the bottom. I add all of these together and get that equals 145. Okay, so there was 145 tornadoes in Alabama in 2011, okay? All together. We want to know what percent, so we don't know, over 100. And the EF1s, so if we look in this column, the EF1s are 58. So, okay. So then I don't even know if it's going to be simplified, but yeah, you know what, I'm not even going to simplify it. So this is going to be 5,800 equals 145x when I cross multiply, doing that type of thing. Okay, and then when I divide 145 by both sides, 145, I get that x equals 40. So, to answer this question, what percent of tornadoes were EF1s? It's going to be 40% then. 40%. Which makes sense because that is such a high number. So, and then if you added all of these up, it's going to be about 40% of them were EF1s. Okay, so this question says an average of 1,253 tornadoes occur in the U.S. each year, and about 12.5% of them are in Texas. How many tornadoes does Texas get a year? So we have over here 12.5 over 100 and an average of, so we have that of there, so that's going to be 1,253 goes here, and we don't know this. Alright, so if we do our thing, I'm going to change colors just because I keep forgetting to change colors, my bad. So 100x equals 12.5 times 1,253 is going to be 15,662.5. Okay, I definitely use a calculator to do that, but I'm sure you guys could just multiply. I'm just lazy. Okay, divide by 100, divide by 100. If you divided that, you're going to get that. It's 156.625. So I'm going to rewrite that. So 156.625 is the amount of tornadoes that Texas gets yearly. Or that year. Well, it's each year, so yearly. Okay, and that's it. So, goodbye. I hope you're having a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. And this stuff isn't that bad. Just remember what our new best friend is. Our new best friend is going to be this. We love this thing, okay? and knowing where our ofs and is and stuff are gonna go. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.